This is one issue I have tried as much as possible to avoid. Yesterday, when my brother, Senator Abaribe, brought this matter up, I took up and said, no, I will not allow this to happen. Because he's about to remind me a very sad memory. And I'm speaking not along party line or ethnic or whatsoever, as I've watched and listened to the contribution thus far. Mr. President, very distinguished colleague, as a result of the action and inaction of Professor Humphrey Nwosu, I lost my immediate junior brother. He died right behind me for him refusing to do or carry out his duty as INEC chairman. Mr. President, many of my colleagues have stood up here and said he conducted the free and fairest election. There are three different meanings and three different interpretations that we should look at: conducting election, releasing results, and announcing results. Yes, he conducted the election. Yes, school of thought said he releases all the results. But you and I know releasing results is not the same thing as announcing results. He failed at the critical moment when he's supposed to salvage this democracy. Today we celebrate Adeola, or those people who have contributed to the success story of June 12, because they laid their life, they put their life on the line. If he is coward to withdraw in doing what is right at the critical moment, I think my brothers here should be fair enough. We are not saying you should not bring his matter up. And as my colleague have said, everybody that we have put before us that should be honored, we have celebrated them here. And don't forget, this is the highest law-making body of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where we should see ourselves as one and one Nigeria. Professor Humphrey Nwosu, with due respect to him, because it's now late, does not deserve to be immortalized as one of the very few Nigerians that have done the right thing. And I want to plead with my colleague. As I've said, I'm not speaking along the ethnicity line, along the party line, but I'm speaking as Nigeria, who witnessed the horrific moment.
Thank you. Once again,
refusal of Professor Humphrey Nwosu to carry out his assignment at the most critical hour. Thank you, Mr. President.
Now let's go to pray.
If the reason so far given by you why Humphrey Nwosu shouldn't be immortalized, I believe this is not good enough. Because one would think, if this same Humphrey Nwosu were to be somebody from your own village, you would be among the first set of people that would say you should be immortalized. The person we are talking of is a person who was so transparent enough to conduct free and fair, credible election. Announcing the result, if you watch the interview he granted, he said he was being instructed, given instruction by then military head of state. His life was under threat, that if you do it, you are on your own. What do you expect such person to do? For a man to have been so transparent to release all the results of the polling unit, announcing it became a bigger challenge. At least the man deserved to be immortalized. We know it's painful for those whose family members were lost. I believe some of them might not be too happy with it. But for a man to have stood his ground, came out and said, this is the main reason why I was unable to announce it, at least it should be considered. Let us look at him as a traitor. To an extent, the man did marvelously well. But if not him, nobody will say June 12 election was the freest election so far conducted in Nigeria. He was the one that made it happen. For announcing it, his life and that of his family became under threat. And as a result of that, they couldn't do more. Anyway, whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section, share and follow the page.